What's going on? It's the one and only Art Rare, the motherfucking great. Ah, look, the haters already. Devin Haney is a parasite to the sport of boxing. And how is that, motherfucker? How is that? Go ahead and fucking cook on it. Just don't be dropping no bullshit comments and not saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be saying shit. Don't just be dropping shit and not even come back to respond to that. You gotta cook on it. Let me let my people know we are on here live on YouTube. We live on YouTube. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah. So I woke up early this afternoon to a whole bunch of like tweets and shit like that and replies because one of my good brothers here on Twitter, he posted something about Javante Davis knocking out Devin Haney or something. And I posted the clip of hold on. I posted the clip of Devin Haney fighting Lomachenko, and it was highlights of Devin Haney's amazing body work. And I'm like, dog, if you think about it, Tank ain't never really fought a nigga like Devin Haney like that for real. Let's be real. He never fought a nigga like Devin Haney for real. Same could be said about Javante Davis, or same could be said about Devin Haney. But the thing is, Devin Haney still got a better resume, and that's true. But fuck all that. I want to see them fight. So it dawned on me. Why hasn't Javante Davis sent a contract out to Devin Haney? There's literally zero news about Devin Haney turning down a contract that was sent to him from Tank's team. There's no mention of Devin Haney negotiating with Javante. There's nothing. There's literally nothing. Nobody can say Haney ducked Javante because there's never an offer presented. And it made me think to myself, his fans not even pushing for that goddamn fight. What is going on? But if you ask them, man, Javante Davis, he can knock out Devin Haney and he'll knock out Sikorsky. And look, all that can be true. All that can be true. But my argument is, why the fuck it hasn't happened yet? That's my argument. Because niggas would come on my page and say, oh, Art, man, you just doing this and you doing that. I'm telling you, bro, Team Haney and them, they're not paying me. I'm not getting paid from none of these niggas. From no boxer, I'm not getting paid unless they doing commission work. This is just what I'm saying. And I am a fan of Javante Davis, and I'm a fan of Devin Haney. I want to see them fight. But if you ask the fans with Javante Davis as their profile picture and shit like that, or their background, they ain't gonna tell you they want that fight next. They just gonna tell you that how Devin will lose to motherfucking Javante. Man, I'm not like y'all, man. I don't give a fuck about these fantasy fights, nigga. I want to see the real thing, real shit. These boxers hyped over that shit. Like, no, nigga, don't you want to see the real thing? Stop telling me Javante can knock Haney out without saying, hey, yo, Javante, you should make that fight next. You know what they start telling me when I say, why the fuck haven't been offered? Well, the business and the numbers and the Hispanic fan base. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, nigga, we talking about two niggas fighting. Y'all want to talk about the Hispanic fan base and this and that. Like Devin Haney couldn't make bread, and or like Javante Davis would be losing money if he fought Devin Haney. Like, come on, bro. Even if so, nigga, he made so much money he can't take a pay cut to fucking make a legacy fight happen between him and Devin Haney. Them niggas that can't negotiate nothing. There's no negotiation. If folks want to tell me, oh, Devin Haney, he brings nothing to the table. He brings nothing to the table. I mean, look at the table and look at what Devin Haney has. Nothing. He can't bring nothing to the table. And then you'd be like, okay, well, what did Barrios bring to the table? Niggas be like, get them showbiz eyes. They eyes get the bucket. Lord, he got the Hispanic fan base. Hispanic, nigga, take favorite word Hispanic. Hispanic. All his fans say Hispanic, Hispanic this, Hispanic that. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro. Just say you don't want Tank to fight Devin Haney, bro, because you rather say he beats him on Twitter rather than see him fight him in the fucking ring. Just say that, nigga. Because if you saying that, what is Barrios bringing to the table? What did Hector Garcia bring to the table, bro? What did Pitbull Cruz bring to the table, bro? What are we talking about here, man? Y'all making excuses. Y'all making excuses. I'm a businessman myself, so you can't tell me there's no money in fighting Devin Haney, but there's money in fighting Mario Barrios. That shit meant fights. Multiple consecutive pay-per-view fights. This is about to be a second pay-per-view fight. Let me read these comments. So I never seen a Haney fan push for Devin to fight Tank. Go in the comments, you see what I'm saying? They want Haney versus Shakur next. They been wanted fucking Haney versus Tank. But folks had already came to the conclusion that when it comes to Tank fighting Haney, that shit ain't gonna happen because y'all fans talk about this nigga need to fight Mexicans. Like, man, call it what it is. So Tank versus Haney should happen next. I don't care what anyone says. It's the Tank fans who started fucking sicking Shakur on Haney, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. Niggas start talking about well, Shakur, he need to go ahead and fight Shakur. Shakur wasn't even in the conversation if you want to be real. It was really originally Devin Haney and Javante, because you remember they had they back and forth, and Javante was calling a nigga email champ and this, and that. It was originally them two. Y'all start pushing this Shakur Stevenson bullshit in the air because niggas not even think about Shakur for real. We think about the money fights, the niggas that's doing pay-per-views, not the nigga fighting on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think Tank waiting on Haney fights to pass? Nah, I don't even think he even think about Haney. I feel like thinking about fucking whoever Al Heyman present to him, and it's looking like Pitbull Cruz. That's what it's looking like, bro. I would keep it 1,000. And I like Tank, but I said it last night on the show. I feel like Tank wants Devin Haney to be his last fight at boxing. Real shit. I don't think he wants it to be a fight that's next or a fight that's after that. I feel like he wants that to be his very last fight. Because these brothers know something we don't know. They know something we don't know. Because they all sparred each other. And they know the real, bro. If Javante knew Devin was an easy dub, like y'all say it is, he would have been got that smoke. He would have been took the belt off that nigga. Why would you wait to fight somebody that's easy? Bro, you can see it. You can see it. Look how eager motherfucking Tank was to fight Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia pulled out the fight. Nigga had mental health issues at the went on Mike Tyson show, lying and shit. Captain talking about you need a Stairmaster, boy. You need all that to fight me, bro. You need that. All that shit. Tank waited, nigga. He waited, bro, and he pursued that fucking fight, bro. He made sure that fucking fight happened. And if I ask a fan today, is Tank doing the same thing when it comes to pursuing a fight against Haney? They're gonna say absolutely not because they know the fucking real, or they just go bullshit and say, "Oh well, he don't bring nothing to the table. Ryan Garcia brings everything to the table." Meanwhile, Devin Haney's fight is on next fight is on pay-per-view, and Ryan Garcia's next fight is against nobody for fucking what? I don't even know what the date is. We not checking for that shit. Let's be real. Let's be real. The question: if Haney was to somehow lose to Regis, does he stay at 140 or does he go back to 135? I don't know. That's not. I'm not into the fantasies and all that shit. Let's see what the fuck happens for real. And Devin can lose that fight, and that's what I like. And that's what I like about Devin. It's because he fight niggas that he can lose against. There's not one fight that Tank had that he fought, and I thought to myself, he's gonna lose it, or he could lose to this nigga. Not one, zero. And that's to go to show that how fucking skillful Tank is, bro. Really, because it's like some of these niggas that he's fighting, some people will lose to them. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Like Loma, that would have been a fight that niggas would have said, damn, he could lose that one. Man, man, I hate to bring it up, man. You know, when I talk like this, it's like I'm going off cold. His fans treat it like I'm going off cold. And I hate to say his fan because I'm a fan of Tank too. That nigga's a beast. But okay, I would say his delusional hardcore fans. They call it fucking stepping out the box or motherfucking cooning damn near. If you mention the whole little fiasco with Tank and Lomachenko, why the fuck did that fight didn't happen? Why did Floyd Mayweather use that as a threat to Gervonta Davis? Or it could, what he said could be perceived as a threat. Real shit. Why is that? Oh, because he was too young and all this shit, man. Let's keep it 1,000, man. Even if they would have fought then, I would still would have picked Tank to beat Lomachenko. But at that time, Lomachenko at 130, he most definitely could have gave Tank some problems. Definitely. Just the angles and mixing it up and the consistent pressure. But ultimately, I think that Tank could have knocked him out. But then again, who knows? This is boxing. Anything can happen. But my thing is, why didn't that fight happen? But then I would be mad at Devin Haney when he went out there and fought Lomachenko. He wanted to fight Lomachenko at that young age. It was Lomachenko who pushed the fight back. It wasn't Lomachenko team who pushed a Tank versus Loma fight back. We all know what happened with that shit, but we just gonna keep it. We gonna keep it to ourselves and pretend like that shit didn't happen. And if you speak on it, you basically cooning, right? Said respect, art man. Shout out to my dude. Shout out to my dude, Ant McQueen. We out here just posting, man. Enjoying the early afternoon, smoking some good tree. Y'all make sure to go to artmanapparel.com, man. Artmanapparel.com to get the best merch in boxing. I got some Devin Haney and some Gervonta inspired illustration merch on my website. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to both of the brothers. I just want to see them fight. I just want to see them fight. But I'm just saying, one side is a little quiet, bro. The fact that y'all gotta make excuses on why Devin Haney and motherfucking Tank shouldn't fight is sad, and y'all don't even see that. And y'all don't even see that. The fact that you even gotta make excuses for that shit, it's like, bro, you talking about some. Well, he not a draw, and the draw, the nigga, bro. If you ask somebody right now who has pay-per-views fucking from under 147 right now in the sport of boxing. Oh, that's easy. Javante Davis. Niggas will be like, oh, well, you forgetting somebody. Who else? Who else has a pay-per-view that's under 140? Devin fucking Haney. So you're talking about two people, regardless if you think Devin Haney's selling or not selling, nigga, there's a reason why these big wigs are fucking putting him on pay-per-view. If there's a reason why he's putting him on pay-per-view. So the fact that these guys are two pay-per-view fighters and you're telling me they shouldn't fight because one of them is not Hispanic, I'm saying that's fucking bullshit. That is straight up bullshit. And it's black folks telling me this stupid ass shit. Oh, well, he ain't Hispanic. Nigga, what the fuck? It's just like you dissing our community, nigga. You think we won't show up? Nigga, our culture is fucking worldwide, bro. They love our culture in several countries, nigga. I'm shipping some merch to Italy on Monday. Italy. And I'm a nigga just chilling in Minnesota smoking, painting some good ass pictures of some other FBA brothers. You know what I'm saying? And you want to tell us that our culture isn't that exciting that niggas wouldn't pay for that shit? If Javante fought Devin Haney, black, Mexican, and white will show up because black folks are that's two fucking black folks fighting at the highest level. They showed up for Errol Spence versus Crawford, bro. So what the hell are you talking about? Oh, he ain't Hispanic. He ain't Hispanic. Stop trying to shit on my people by saying we won't spend money on shit that we like. Nigga, black folks are damn near. I'm not sure if we're the number one consumer in this country, but we one of the top consumers in this country. We will spend money on shit that we like. So stop acting like we won't spend money on niggas fighting Haney and Devin Haney and fucking Tank. That's a fight that niggas will pay money for. But niggas like, oh no, he ain't Hispanic. He ain't Hispanic. He ain't Latinx. Why the fuck this niggas gotta be Latinx to fight motherfucking uh Tank? Niggas gotta be Latinx and shit, bro. Nigga, goddamn. Why everybody gotta be Hispanic to fight Tank? Why is that? Why are you niggas telling me that? Y'all feel comfortable telling me this shit? Y'all really like y'all just sit here and tweet me, oh man, Art man, you don't understand. See, Haney is not Hispanic. He's not Latino. So and this nigga's telling me this shit. Bro, what the fuck? You telling me niggas is not gonna spend money on Haney versus Tank right the fuck now? Come on, bro. The link right there. If anybody want to tune in, you know what I'm saying? And I hate that I have to keep on telling people that I'm a Tank fan because I am. I just want y'all to understand, as a fan of both, y'all don't see the ridiculousness in this shit that y'all basically saying that Haney doesn't deserve a fight with Javante when these are two brothers that should be scrapping because we all know that these niggas are skilled. We can shit on each other's resume all day. Fuck the resume. How about they fight each other? Then what? Then we'll see who resume really mattered and all that shit, right? Nah, y'all don't want to do that because he's not Hispanic. The fuck out of here with that shit, man. So I believe Tank and Haney fight didn't happen because neither fight was built up commercially yet, but right now it's ready. The pay-per-view accolades drama is all there to go. And we waiting on one person. Push the goddamn button, nigga. Push the button. We know who's bro. I'm a I'm a Haney fan, and I will tell you right now, Haney is not the A side to Javante Davis. Not by a long shot, nigga. What the fuck? So stop asking Devin Haney fans why hasn't Haney offered a fight to take, nigga, because it doesn't make any sense. The nigga that's in charge of the paper, he's the one in charge of, nigga, what we gonna do? This is the play. And if you like it, we gonna run with it. If you don't like it, we gonna negotiate it. But in fact, this is the play right here. Niggas is not even trying to get to that part of the conversation. They still hitting us with the lines like it's 2018, talking about Hispanic and Latinx and all that shit, man. I'm tired of hearing that shit, man. And I ain't saying shit to disrespect one's culture. I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of hearing that the only fans who buy stuff are Mexicans. It's not true. Because when I look at my analytics, I see that I have black and Mexican customers. You know what I'm saying? What are we talking about? Niggas got money to spend on shit that we like. $70 is not a lot of money to spend, bro, when it comes to something that you really, really want to see and want to be a part of. You want to see that shit in real time. Niggas will spend money to see Devin Haney get knocked out by Javante if y'all feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So stop playing this he ain't Hispanic shit. Said Haney doesn't call. Bro, that's a fault. That's super false. That's super false. That's super false. Bro, they always calling this nigga out. The most recent time, what I remember is when the whole what you call again, this guy, Floyd Mayweather, he tried to say, well, Devin Haney, he gotta be righteous, you know what I'm saying? He gotta be righteous and he gotta offer that black Puerto Rican man some money because that's just the right thing to do. You gotta give him more than 25%, right? So Bill, the guy that y'all like to hate on, oh, this nigga Bill, he just be faking the world and all that shit. Bill, he went on a fucking podcast and he said it, man. Floyd Mayweather, if you about this, down for the cause, black, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, black people first, black Americans first, right? If you down, how about you offer our man 50-50? And niggas gonna say, oh, well, if Tank ain't with Floyd no. So you tell me Floyd don't have an influence on Javante as well, and Al Heyman. But that was just Bill Haney basically telling that man, hey, set that shit up. Let's set it up. And that's the most recent times. So to say he don't call him out, it's crazy. And these niggas, they always talk about sparring, and all of these niggas, Haney, Tank, all these niggas talk about sparring and who got the best of who got the best of what. Nigga, let's see that shit happen. Aren't y'all niggas tired of hearing this shit all the time? Because I am. Let's set it up, bro. But we all know it was already fucking predetermined that this nigga Tank will be fighting fucking Cruz too. So if this shit gets announced today, we will not be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised at all. But it'll be a good fight right now for Tank to set up a Devin Haney fight after that. Tank versus Frank Martin. Tank versus Frank Martin. Because Devin Haney about to fight an FBA. When Javante gonna fight an FBA? And for those who don't know what FBA is a Black American. That is a descendant from the freed slaves in this country. Right? So, Haney about to fight one. One from Louisiana. When is Tank gonna fight an FBA? Nigga, bro, every time Tank fight, nigga, it sound like somebody's reading off attendance class in Guadalajara, Mexico. Lopez, Tank versus Lopez, Tank versus Garcia, Tank versus Garcia. Nigga, the fact that bro, if you look at this nigga's box rec, it says in the year 2023 he fought somebody named Garcia twice. Garcia twice. Nigga, like, what are we talking about here, bro? When is he gonna fight a brother? And y'all gotta say something about that. Y'all gotta say something, bro. Y'all gotta say something. Y'all gotta say something, man. He gotta fight one of them dudes, bro. Frank Martin, Shakur, Haney, he got to fight one of them because we already know he can win. The same way we be criticizing Canelo, because I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I criticize Canelo. He fighting them European. I ain't know there was this many white champions in boxing until Canelo fought him. The same way I can say that about Canelo, same way I can say about Gervonta Davis. How many Latino fighters does this brother have to fight to prove that he is better than Latino fighters? How many does fucking Chavez gotta lace him up? Chavez Sr. gotta lace him up to come back and let you niggas know that damn, Gervonta really can bang. And he said, that's my point. Tank got to wait on Haney's next fight to pass. How they going to negotiate while Haney? The thing is, they could have already, bro, this Regis fight could have been non-existent, bro. Instead of me selling Battle in the Bay hoodies, I could have been selling Battle in fucking Georgia, Battle in Vegas, you know, hoodies with Gervonta versus Haney right now. But we in the waiting and the marinating the games. All this waiting and marinating games got fucking the best fighter in the world fighting a guy that we could have perceived as the best fighter in the world, a shell of himself. Because this nigga, we all waited, everybody waited, and this nigga got in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? It was just very unfortunate. And we end up seeing a fight where a could have been fight, man. Like, what the hell? Bud beat the shit out of Spence, man, and it's fucked up. But we already knew that if they would have fought a long time ago, it would have looked different, a little bit different. Not saying that Bud probably wouldn't have won, but it would have looked different, most definitely. And that's all that marinating. Nigga, we did all that marinating Wilder versus Joshua. Joshua marinated his ass all over the fucking floor in New and motherfucking New York, bro. What the fuck? Against Andy Ruiz, nigga. He laid an egg, bro. He got fucked up against Ruiz, bro. Had 50 Cent making memes and shit. Nigga, because of that shit, I ain't go to the gym for like a month, bro. Cause it was like, damn, nigga, fat niggas whooping on swole niggas now. What the fuck? What's going on? For real. I was like, man, all that marinated. So we just need to get that shit popping right now. I got money to spend on it right now. Literally. For pay-per-view. That pay-per-view was this Friday. I'll buy that shit right the fuck now. And I know a lot of motherfuckers would. A lot of motherfuckers who don't even have it. They'll make that shit appear to buy that fight. Straight up. Straight up. He said this Devin first fight fighting the FBA Regis like a Mexican. Nigga said Regis was like a Mexican. Chill. That nigga's from Louisiana, bro. That nigga is FBA, bro. Look at it. This, bro, I know a lot of FBA niggas, Creole niggas, you know what I'm saying, that are from Louisiana. But yeah, they got to fight. Say, nah, bro, beat Garcia in April. Devin still had a fight upcoming with Logan as soon as Devin won. Tank went to jail. Now, Tank going to jail. Let's talk about that. Cause man, oh man, y'all be making it seem like this nigga what you call it again did the longest bid or something. This nigga was in there for like a month and a half. I like how everybody's discrediting Regis now that the fight signed because that's actually just pretty normal. I normally see that from Haney detractors. Whenever Devin Haney has a fight with somebody, before the fight, it's always, oh, that nigga, man, Devin Haney get his ass beat up by that nigga. But as soon as that contract gets signed, it's, man, that nigga got the worst feet work in the world. That nigga ain't fought nobody really. That nigga really lost to Josh Taylor. All types of crazy shit. At first, it was, oh, that nigga got robbed by Josh Taylor. Come on now, he the killer at one. Man, niggas got receipts. One of the most famous Twitter accounts, Mr. Jack, you know what I'm saying? Ray Jack, he got the motherfucking tweet that say, you know what I'm saying, Regis Prograis is the fucking killer at 140. He the killer at 140. Now niggas talking about some niggas talking. Oh, that's the weakest link. That nigga the weakest link. Man, I gotta cut that shit out. I gotta cut it out. Y'all gotta keep it 100. Y'all gotta keep that shit 100. Like the kids say, keep that shit 100. No cap. All facts. Y'all, what they saying now? Y'all gotta stand on business. Y'all gotta stand on fucking business, man. Stop playing, bro. Stand on that shit, bro. Don't be coming here talking about his feet work now. I got a couple bookmark tweets of people saying that Devin Haney will get his ass knocked out by Regis. I remember that shit, bro. It's funny because folks watch the fucking Haney Loma fight with a blind eye, a hate eye, just hating on the young bull, right? So they're like, oh man, in that case, if he was to fight Regis, a southpaw, Regis would knock his ass out. Regis would knock his ass out. They were saying all that shit, bro. And then when it came to the fight, now niggas is talking about that nigga feet working all this shit. He really lost to Josh Taylor and all that. Man, hey, what's going on, brother Dirk?
What up?
Man,
I
I'm
think
just over
I
having a good
think
time, man.
I
I'm
think
laughing at
people saying that because of Regis' last performance. He ain't look too good. Let's be real.
how long has Devin wanted to fight Regis though? Did he just
I'm
want to
not
fight him
sure.
that performance? Did
I
he
mean, it's
just
still a good fight, and if
ex-
Devin does
you know what I'm
win,
saying? He been wanting to fight
it's
Regis.
yeah, it still would be a good win regardless. But the reason why people are probably switching up the energy now is because of his last performance. That's how boxing is. One
And you know,
performance you look bad, next performance you're the man of the world. It is,
and that's why
you know,
I understand that a lot of people don't really like they watch boxing, but they don't really like understand boxing because
yeah.
you can have bad performance against somebody that's like a scrub, and then in their next fight look like a fucking beast. Shit
Remember
can happen,
Tio?
especially if you have time. If you have time to, get ready, prepare yourself.
Right.
T
Remember?
exactly. T.O. Taylor. That's a prime example. Prime
Not
example.
just that. Not just that. Yeah, he looked like trash against Sandor Martin, and motherfuckers was like he might need to quit boxing or he's got mental issues,
Issues, all
and
that.
they
Niggas was scared for T.O.'s life on the build up for fucking Taylor because T.O. was
you know
talking
my
shit
yeah he
all.
deserves credit for that, but let's be real, Josh Taylor he ain't look right in that what's that dude he arguably lost to,
I know, and that's why I picked fucking T.O. While these niggas was talking about T.O. gonna get knocked the fuck out by
and
Taylor.
and Styles make fights
I was
like
like, bro,
niggas that come towards To he look good against them.
but I'm just saying, y'all gotta call it what it is, man. Devin Haney, he's doing this fucking thing in the sport of boxing, bro. And
Hmm.
so is Tank. And you niggas need to start pushing for that fight. Stop making excuses about why niggas is not Hispanic and all that shit. And black people don't spend money. I'm tired of hearing that shit because it's simply not true. It's not true. We spend
I
money on
think
shit that we like.
Tank. I don't think Tank want to fight him at 140.
Mm.
I don't think Tank feel like that's his weight class. Just my opinion. So
And
if Devin is
you know
willing
what?
to
And you
come
know
back
what?
down to 135, I don't think that fight gonna happen.
When you say
Or do a catch weight.
when you say stuff like that, that's when the hardcore fans get super super mad because they're like, man, what are you talking about? Do you see Devin Haney? He'll get punched by Tank. He'll get knocked out. You see how Lomachenko punched him and all that shit. So it's like, bro, if
Mm-hmm.
you really feel that way, it shouldn't matter if the weight class is 140. It's only 5 pounds. It's not like we asking this nigga to go up 15, 14 fucking pounds like Charlo did.
I mean, I wouldn't care what weight they fight at, but I'm just saying, I'm think he said himself, I'm not fighting at 140 anymore.
As a Devin Haney fan,
Hmm.
I prefer the fight to be at 140 because I feel like the weight cut would just be way too much for Devin Haney at this point, and we wouldn't get the best of Devin Haney that night.
Well, as the A side, which is Tank Davis, if he feels like that would give Devin the advantage, why would he give him that?
And that right there, it contradicts a lot of things that people say because it's like, damn, how you gonna say this nigga a killer and this and that? But the killer, he feel like, damn, the nigga we calling Kenny
But,
the killer fisted
but
might do some damage at a higher weight class.
but
What is
that's just how it is. Art like the
yeah,
niggas,
yeah, that's just how it is.
Canelo,
And that's just how
Floyd, they all do
I
that
gotta
shit.
call
They
it
they're
out.
not gonna give any advantages away.
And this is how I am. I just gotta call that shit how I see it, man. I gotta keep that shit 100. And I'm a fan of both of these niggas.
Hmm.
But what they talking about in the conversation, what they said. The only 50 fight Haney versus Tito. Nah, it's not. I feel like that's more like a 80 fucking 20 fight in Haney favor.
I would say more like 60-40 in favor of Devin.
The reason why is because that jab, man. I feel like it's just way too much for T. I feel like he can win that fight just off that, literally, because Tio's a counter puncher. He don't really up the pressure on a nigga like that. He
Yeah,
gotta
he's not a pressure fighter.
gotta
Like a
wait.
dude like Navarrete, a
Like
style like that, not just Shakur, but it would give Devin trouble too. I don't know. I don't think he's big enough to fight Devin though, but a
nah, I feel
fighter,
like
a pressure fighter like
Devin
Navarrete would give
Devin
Devin
came up.
issues.
Devin came up in Mexico fighting them type of dudes already.
Man, come on, bro. Like that's like saying you play niggas at your local YMCM so you can play against an NBA player. That's not the same thing.
Nah, nah.
It's the same.
We
Yeah,
ain't
that's
gonna
what you're
we
saying
ain't
right
gonna-
now.
we not gonna sit on this channel and act like Navarrete is just something special and
He's a good fighter, bro.
we
Stop.
ain't never
Like
seen
he
before.
might not be the most skilled dude in the world, but his style is difficult for anybody,
His style
including Shakur.
style is tailor made for niggas like Shakur, Haney,
No, it's not.
and
No, it's
Javante.
not because look at Maidana versus Floyd. That
He's
that
not.
that
He's
style is
not.
not
Nah.
easy, huh?
Bro, we just seen a British Teeth nigga put this nigga on his ass, and they had to do some funny
Okay, but
style
that
shit
nigga
to give
can
him some
crack.
recovery time. Dog, I
But
just
that
seen that
dude,
shit.
that dude can crack. I
Bro,
don't
a
know
British,
why. I don't
a,
know why certain people think
a
just
British
because
just nah, bro. Not gonna
you're not
sit.
a certain nationality, you can't fight.
Nah,
We
nigga.
got to stop that. This is boxing, and a
A
lot
British
of these you
nigga
don't
just
got to be
that
American to know
nigga
how to
down.
fight.
He just sat that nigga down. And the fact that he not just a British chief, the fact that this nigga is not nowhere on the
Also,
skill
he
level,
wasn't British.
he's he's no the nigga was he
No,
was a
I
British
know
chief
what you're talking
fighter.
about. You're talking about Liam Wilson. That dude's from Australia.
Well, he one of them niggas. He one of them Chiefs over. He one of them
Yeah,
Chiefs over. And they put him on
that nigga
his
said
ass.
same shit.
They
No,
put him
man,
on his
it's a little bit
ass.
different.
They had and I still a lot of niggas don't remember. I still remember that funny style shit with the refs. You know, they be giving niggas breathers and all that shit. I know the game. I know the play.
But look
I
how
know
he fought against Navarrete.
but
Like
the thing is,
Wilson can crack.
Navarrete came back. He came back, and
He
that's good.
did, but I'm saying
That's
Devin don't fight that way. So I don't know why you're bringing up Wilson.
because he don't need to fight that way. He could just outpoint this nigga.
Yeah,
You know
okay.
that.
You
Come
think it's
on,
that easy?
it is that easy.
I know Floyd made it look easy, but it's not easy.
It is that easy, bro.
No, it's
To
not. Nothing
one
about boxing is easy.
when it comes to the skill level, this is because I understand the skill level that Devin, Haney, and fucking Javante and Shakur, the level they possess, and niggas like that are tailor made for those guys.
I
E-
don't think so.
Easy.
I know.
Said
Yes,
Navarrete
some
knocked
pressure
out by
fighters, some pressure fighters. You absolutely right. But Navarrete is a little bit different from a regular pressure fighter. He is.
He said Shakur and Tech would knock Navarrete the fuck out. I don't know about Devin. He'll probably
I
give
don't
him
know about Shakur knocking out
a review.
Or Devin. They not knocking out
Man,
Navarrete,
what you
but
think
Tank
about your bro?
probably.
Think about your dog Shakur fighting this Thursday, man. Not to talk about his sales or no shit like that. I'm talking about the actual fight because this is looming question that man, what is Santos really bringing some shit to the table?
I don't mind. You know why? Because he gonna fight Navarrete right after that. Navarrete's on that card. They setting him up on the co-main for a reason. He's gonna be right after De Los Santos.
I'm talking
And
about.
I would argue
You think
Navarrete would be
Shakur's
a
gonna
better
walk through
win.
De Los Santos? That's what I'm asking? Or you think he's just gonna walk
Yeah,
through?
yeah. If Shakur walked through De Los Santos, you gotta give him credit. That would mean that Shakur so far in his career has never been in a semi-competitive fight. And I don't care who you fight, that's hard to do in boxing. And even especially with guys as good as a De Los Santos or so. That
But
should tell you what type of talent
then
he is.
also folks will say, well, nigga, Del Santos really ain't that good to begin with.
Nah, I know one thing. You better not be saying that, Art, because you've been saying all week, and he might give Shakur some trouble.
Nigga, that's just me talking because the reason why I'm talking because I only seen one fight from that nigga. And the one fight, it looked like he was giving that guy troubles. And then again, I thought about Rayo. He's fucking trash regardless.
So
But
this is what we're gonna
if
do.
you look at my tweets, every tweet, I said Shakur, I'm picking Shakur to win that fight. So you can't say, oh, our
Okay.
man picking Santos. I ain't never,
No,
you can't never
yeah,
find no
but
tweet that says, hey, Santos winning
you
this fight.
either think he's gonna give him trouble or you hope he's giving him trouble. I think it's the
I
latter.
think what I posted on Twitter is I believe that if Shakur fights at the way he normally fights, the pace, he pop shot this guy, he just box, uses defense, he's gonna win
What?
this fight easy. Easy.
You
But if he
basically
goes
describing Devin Haney.
goes
That's how
no,
that nigga fights. Shakur can walk you down.
if he goes in there trying to bang it out with Santos, he's still gonna win the fight. But it's gonna be moments where Santos touches this guy up, and they're gonna say, "Oh, well, Shakur, if seeing that this is your toughest fight, how do you feel about going on and da 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 da?" You know how that shit go. They gonna call it his toughest fight to date.
Look, I know you
Let's
don't
be
like it
real.
when I say it, but bro, Shakur is different. He's top three most skilled fighter in boxing. He can beat this dude however he want to beat him. If he want to go on the inside and bang it out with him, he can beat him that way. If you want to keep it on the outside, mid range, however you want to do it, he can do it.
You know it's crazy though. I
Hmm
heard T.O. fans say the same thing about Cambosis when he was about to
To
fight.
To
When he
is
was
not
about to
Shakur
fight
Stevenson.
Cambosis, they were saying Cambosis ain't shit. He about to run through that nigga, all that shit.
Also, this dude is way better than Cambosis.
You see how T.O. just knocked him out, Richard Coleman
You
one
you
round, all
you
that
you
shit.
agree with that, right?
What?
De Los Santos is way better than Cambosis. He will knock out.
Skill wise, I'll keep it
Yes,
1,000. I'll keep it 1,000. Looking at the eye test, he appears to be a better fighter than Cambosis.
he is, and not only that, he can crack. Like that power is for real.
I would
Richard
say that. I would say that. I ain't gonna
Hitchens.
lie. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie.
It's a lot of people that sparred this motherfucker, including
So
Africa
yeah.
Hitchens.
So y'all can't get mad when I say that. Man, this guy he may give Shakur some problems, but he also may
Well,
not.
we might learn
You
Shakur
know what I'm
might have a
saying?
chin. If that's the case, it's over for y'all niggas.
But we'll all see on Thursday night.
If he get cracked by De Los Santos and we find out Shakur got a chin, I'm telling you right now, it's over. It's over.
How would you know if he got a chin? If he stumbles but catches himself and come back and win by
If he if
stoppage?
he eat if he eat that shit.
Oh, if he eats the punch like on some like triple G.
Yeah, because you can't say De Los Santos can't punch because that would be cap. He can punch.
I really don't know though because I only seen one
He
fight. I
can,
swear I'm
bro.
not even capping. I seen literally one fight from that nigga.
You can tell how niggas fight De Los Santos. He can punch, and the people who spar him, everybody says the same thing. This motherfucker is punching, and
But
that's with 10
I,
ounce gloves.
I seen him get off on a rookie though. He got off on a rookie though, nigga.
I mean,
Ryu, that's
he
a
was
rookie,
supposed to lose
bro.
that fight. You forgot De Los Santos was the underdog in that fight.
I barely even knew this nigga Santos. And
Ryu had a
Ry-
lot of
only
buzz.
only thing I knew from Ryu is that this nigga beat up Teofimo sparring.
Yeah,
That's it.
he had a, he was in the same boat as Keyshawn and Abdullah Mesa. He was a highly touted prospect. So that's
He
where
said
he
how
was at.
Santos better than Kimbosa, his best win prospect, El Ryu. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I had to say the eye test. The eye test. It appears to
Bro,
be
that eye test matters. Like
uh, but
you're
if you
not
looking
gonna
at
tell
resume,
me,
it's gonna look like I don't know about that nigga.
okay. Let's play that game then. Uh the Santillian who just beat Rocha has a better win than anything Boots has, right? But would you pick
I don't
Santillian
bro,
to beat Boots?
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
You do know who Santillian is.
I swear I don't.
He just fought Alexis Rocha and stopped him.
I didn't watch that fight either.
See, come on, bro. We can't.
Cause who is these niggas, man?
You know who Alexis Rocha is.
I swear, bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. If you posted a picture of this nigga Alex Roach, I wouldn't even know who that was, bro. I'm not even capping.
Yeah, you would. That's the nigga that stopped. What's his name? What's that dude that's always saying "woo"? Uh,
Oh, Ric Flair,
yeah,
Klaus,
Blair the Flair.
Flair,
That's
Flair.
You know Rocha is, bro.
But I swear I don't know what he looked like. Really, I
I
just know.
mean, well, we don't. But you know he can fight.
I know of him from that very
Well,
moment.
he just got knocked out by a Mexican dude named Santillan. So some people will argue that's a better win than anything on Boots' resume. But would you pick that motherfucker to beat
No,
Boots?
because
No, you wouldn't.
I've seen Villa. He looked decent, and I feel like that's a good fight. And Lipinets is a fucking great fighter.
Yeah, but
So,
Lipinus is a 140
so
pounder.
hell no, I wouldn't say that, nigga.
I would.
Nah, for real,
Okay.
I wouldn't say that. And speaking of your man Boots, man, I'm loving this energy, and I don't care if they call him an email champ or none of that shit because guess what? At the end of the day, this nigga got your belt. You either gonna get that shit back or you gonna cry foul.
You know this bud ain't say nothing. The only people complaining
Exactly.
is his goofy ass
Exactly. His
fanboys.
fans complaining, so I'm like, if y'all complaining, let's set this shit
Like
up.
what y'all niggas want? Like he told y'all he don't want to fight Boots. He don't plan on campaigning at 147. So y'all just want this nigga to keep the belt and hold the division longer. What's the purpose?
So it
I
can
don't
look good
understand these
on.
people.
They want it to look good on his shoulders. That's it.
Like if my favorite fighter became undisputed and he told y'all he's moving up, I wouldn't even care about the belts anymore. I'm like, okay, let's move on to the next one.
Right. That's why I don't care about these belts at fucking 135 that Devin Haney got. Just throw the nigga.
He ain't earned it. He ain't he fouled that out of the WBO or WBA, whatever.
He
Well
followed that
he
nigga followed the rules.
So let me get this right, Art. Let me get this right. If Bud felt like Boots was a lose-lose situation during that interview, don't you think he always felt that way about Boots?
Yes.
What changed?
Nothing. He
Exactly.
look.
Like so stop
Bud
the
is looking
cap,
like,
bro. Like he
bro. It's like this. If this is what I think. This is my conjecture. I feel like Bud thinks that, man, like nigga, I'm worth more than just going back to fight somebody coming up, nigga. I'm at the point where nigga, I had Eminem walking me out and all that shit. I'm trying to fight
Yeah, and I understand
more
that.
bread, nigga. I'm trying to get a big fight against like Canelo or some shit.
And I understand that we would do the same thing in his situation, but his fans need to stop the cap.
His fans need to cut the cap because it's like they like, well, y'all this is the excuse. Well, y'all niggas said that same shit about Spence. And I'm like, bro, this is boxing. You know the sport moves on. There's more niggas than Spence. When
That's
Spence
because these niggas is not fans of boxing. They're fans of men.
of men. And that's what it
Yeah,
sound like, cause it's like, dog, in 5, 6 years, we're gonna be talking about a whole new batch of niggas. Like,
right,
cut, bro. What are we talking about? The sport
right,
moves on.
right.
The man
And then
told the man told you he is a lose-lose situation.
exactly. And they don't want to admit that means that he's saying that Boots is dangerous. That's what he means by lose lose. If I lose to a nigga that y'all say ain't fought nobody, that's not the best look, is it?
It's not a good look either if you just beat Spence, become the best fighter in the world, or you stamped it as the best fighter in the world, and then you get whooped by a young nigga coming up immediately. That shit would be crazy.
And they need to stop. Look, if he beats Boots, he will get credit because one, even if Boots has a title now, so like there is a reason to fight him. You can't just say he don't offer nothing anymore. He got your belt. Come get that shit back in blood.
Come get it back. That's what I'm saying. Niggas want to call politics and shit. My thing is like this. Why y'all want to scream foul and all this, but y'all don't want to scream foul when Devin Haney got go through his situation with the franchise belt and all that shit. Y'all don't want to scream foul when other niggas is going through that shit.
Right. And I'm sorry to the Earl Spence fans, but at this point, I'm not interested in the rematch. I'd rather see Boots versus Bud.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, if niggas been saying how the same fans who said Spence got his ass whooped so bad that he shouldn't get a rematch. Why y'all talking about Bush? He needs to fight this nigga in a rematch, the rematch. This nigga was telling the world that 147 or nothing. So if
Yep.
you stay here and you're not trying to fight Spence, nigga, you gonna have to fight somebody. And if you ain't talking about
Yep.
fighting the mandatory, then you gonna have to come off that belt. Plain and simple. Y'all just
Yep.
mad that they expedited the process. That's what it really is. Y'all just Nigga,
Exactly. They trying to move the division along. So like this shit's been holding up for too damn long as it is. Like let the new blood get their opportunity to make their name. Like damn, shit ridiculous. Like Bud and Earl, y'all kind of wrote y'all story already. It's time to move on. Like and go ahead and handle business at 154. Like like all this other shit is a waste of time, in my opinion.
it is. And niggas talking about, well, he gonna fight. He really fighting Barrios for the IBF. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, nigga,
No,
that's who gives a fuck? That's still a good fight. He fighting somebody. This
I
nigga don't.
mean
Niggas don't want to fight.
Barrios beat Ugas. Like what the fuck you want him to do?
And y'all wanted Boots to fight Ugas.
Right. Like niggas is cornballs. Like, and not to mention Barrios will be a champion by the time he fought Boots. I think he'll be WBC champion, right? So
What?
he's gonna be elevated eventually. So that'll be a unification fight. So
Who?
like Barrios, he's the interim champ right now, WBC.
You you
After
you lying? Ain't no. Swear to God.
I swear to God, he's the interim champ. So when Bud,
No way.
yes, look
Really?
it up. Yeah, so that means a Boots fight with Barrios would be for unification. And what's his name? Stanionis is gonna fight Thurman eventually for the WBA strap.
Yeah. Let's get this shit moving, nigga. Like, what are we
That's
talking
what I'm
about,
talking about. See, if you're a boxing
man?
fan, you should be rooting for this shit. But nope, they care. They think it's a PBC, and that's all they care about. That shit. Like they got some type of agenda against Al Heyman, and we know what it is, bro. They think Al Heyman has some type of like parental treatment towards black fighters, and he's a black man that runs the company, so they want to see him fail. That's what it is. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah.
Straight up. Y'all really think the WC is about to strip blood? Bro, it's like this. It's about
Mm,
money, right?
if I'm Bud, I would just vacate
And
them bitches. Like I
if
don't plan
Bud's
on
not,
defending them.
if Bud's not gonna get the money fights with nobody else besides Spence, and it's not gonna be at 147, they're gonna take them belts off of him, bro. And it's fucked up how they do brothers like this. But you guys understand what game we in. Y'all understand. So don't cry foul. Be like, oh man, what's going on? Y'all know what's going on. Everybody know what's going on. 154.
Hey,
Blood gotta go. It's
hey,
like the same shit they did with Andre Ward.
hey.
It's like it's like
This.
certain, certain
Yeah,
fighters. It's like they push you to move up and weight and push you to go in a certain direction, or because they close your
exactly.
opportunity. They close your opportunities up, and it's like, damn, it's fucked up, but it's part of the game, and the sport
This is
continues.
this.
So Gary Russell,
Yeah,
even with Gary Russell, even though we all seen that Gary Russell, that fight could have been a draw or fucking Gary Russell winning that fight, nigga. They said, nigga, we tired of this nigga holding up the division, so fuck it. That nigga
yeah.
might
And
fight.
he low key was. He was fighting once a year, and ain't nobody trying to see that shit, man.
And niggas was like, well, and nobody even really argued that he got robbed or anything like that, because it's like,
When the
fuck it.
last time we seen Gary Russell fight?
That fight. Messiah hasn't
That was
lost
how was that like a year and a half ago?
damn near, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Look, bro. Honestly, bro, these motherfuckers, all of them, they should be fighting at minimum 3 times a year. How do you expect to build a fan base and become a star if you fight once a year? Like that's why Tank was on the right path. Tank fought what 2 or 3 times this year, or he planned on fighting 3 times until the court shit got involved. But that's what you should be doing. Like I say what you want about Canelo. I got to give him credit. At least he fights gives us 3 fights a year. And Tim Zoo, he was doing that shit. Like he was staying active. Like he was not waiting for motherfuckers. He was not waiting for Charlo. I like that. A lot of fighters should do that shit.
So,
But yeah,
Mike Covers showing selective outrage. Have you watched Mickey Bay fight or the Maxie Hughes fight? Man,
yeah,
fuck
bro.
like
But yeah, bro. Mickey Bay and Cambosis went like
neck
life
and
and
neck.
death. Like Cambo, look, I'm telling you, bro. Teofimo was compromised that night. I don't care what nobody say. That was some bullshit. Cambosis is really a trash ass fighter. He is.
What if he beats Lomachenko?
It's not gonna happen. Like Lomachenko would have to. Like it's not happening. And if that does happen, that's not a good look for Loma or Devin if he beats him comfortably. But I don't know. Hey, this is what Boots should say to Crawford and his fans. He said I stole his training gear. Okay, well do something about it, Mayfair. That's all I gotta say. Okay, I stole your shit. Now do something about it. That's funny.
Nah, real shit. Do something about that shit, nigga. He took y'all say that shit ain't fair. He got an
Right.
opportunity to do something about it.
I ain't earned it. You know his butt ain't saying nothing. I'm telling you, like he really don't care for real, for real.
What? Look at David Benavidez.
Mm-hmm.
He got his belt taken. They get that shit to Canelo. Guess what? He been on a fucking mission ever since to get that shit back.
Right.
He need that. He said he want that shit back. He need that shit. Boost like,
Yeah.
I mean, Bud like, nah, fuck that belt. Hey, you niggas, man. I'm getting money around here, and I totally understand. As a businessman, I totally understand that the play that Bud is doing, nigga. I
I
don't
don't think
because it's not even the fact of just being scared of Boost. It's the fact why would I put my body through trauma and all that to even go through all that fighting this young nigga when I can just fight somebody else for way much money that I could possibly get the upper hand on that's easier.
I think Bud low key limiting his opportunities because he said he don't care about Charlo anymore, which I don't blame him. I'm not interested in that fight either. Um, I don't think he really cared too much about the Earl Spence fight, other than the because that fight's not going to do as well as the first one. And then the Canelo fight, I don't think Canelo really want to fight him like that for real, because it's a lose lose for him. If he beat Bud, he was supposed to. He's a 3 weight higher than this nigga, and then on top of that, Bud is a very very skilled fighter. Like there is a chance he might outbox you, you know, and that would be a bad look to lose to a small welterweight who's older than you. So that's why I don't think Canelo really wants that fight for real, for real.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but you might have to go see that boogeyman from Philly. And no disrespect to Earl, but Boots is not on that bullshit. He's not drinking and hanging out with what's his name, that rapper, whatever the dude name is. But Boots
Baby.
is, yeah, he lives that gym life just like
Right,
Bud does. So, and he's younger. You remember when Bud got hit atop upside his head by Earl, and he said in that interview, "That's it." He not gonna say that shit with Boots. If he gets hit in the top of the head like that, he gonna his equilibrium gonna be all fucked up, just like everybody else. So yeah, they know what time it is, man. Stop.
man. I
The
like
hunger is
Boots.
different, bro.
It. You know what this type of fight is? Boots versus Bud.
Hmm.
That's really the throwback old school fight that we talk about. If you want to keep it a
Yeah,
thousand.
that's some Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler type of shit.
Nah, I feel like that's more like some what's that young nigga who beat Sugar Ray Leonard?
Oh, Terry Norris. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I said that
that's the
shit.
type of fight that they don't want to
You know,
see
you know,
that.
you know what's ironic? I said
What?
that shit on the Bud channel. Uh, I'm not going to give any names, but I said that shit on the Bud channel. They got mad at me.
And they gonna
Like, no.
they gonna say it's a different comparison. They gonna say, well, it's different because Sugar Ray Leonard was a lot older. Nah, Sugar Ray Leonard was around Bud age around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can
But I
happen.
think I
It
think
can
Buzz is a
happen.
little bit better preserved than Sugar was, because Sugar had went through some wars.
Yeah,
I don't think Buzz ever been in a war.
I heard he was playing
So
Sugar too, so that probably could have been why. But still, that's still around that age though, nigga. That shit can happen.
yeah.
But in the
And
game
if
of
Boots
boxing,
cracked Bud,
in the
if
game
Boots
of
cracked that
boxing,
motherfucker, you know he like to fight. Bud, that is. He might just throw everything out the window and say, fuck it, let's fight. And if he does that shit, I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna end well for Bud Crawford, in my opinion. I think Boots is a little bit of a better inside fighter than Bud. and I think he cracking a little bit harder than him too. And on top of that, he don't get tired, so he don't have any gas tank issues.
Man, Spence fans and Bud fans, not Spence and Bud fans, but just fans in general, they gonna tell you for real, man. If you ask them for real, was that the real Spence that you seen that fight, Bud? Let's be real. Was it?
I don't think it was the same Spence, but I think if they would have fought, if the real Spence would have fought, but he still would have lost because styles make
You
fights,
yeah, you
and I
could
think his style, I
say
think
that.
it would have been a harder fight.
Anybody could say that, but you could definitely say, yeah, it's a hard. You would believe that it would have been a different fight or a harder fight.
Hmm.
The motherfuckers be making it seem like, nope, that's
The,
the same nigga.
the biggest difference is not even the speed of his punches, because that he's never really been a fast fighter. It's the footwork, his balance. Like Earl's balance is not is terrible now. Like like you can see that shit in the Ugas fight.
Man, there's a clip of Earl that just came out, bro. It is kind of sad. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like he holding a dog with this white
Hmm.
dude. He holding this
Yeah.
dog with this white dude, and even him trying to hold the dog and bend over to take a picture, they noticed that he was kind of like stumbling on his feet a little bit. But some say, that could be just, him wearing slides in the mud and shit like that in the grass. But I don't know. Folks thinking his equilibrium is a little off from taking that type of
Wasn't there a
picture.
rumor he got his ribs got hurt in sparring or some shit?
Yeah.
And I also heard other rumors he was getting hurt in sparring, like buzz and shit. It should probably should have been a red flag. You think Ugas hurt Spence in that fight? Like
No.
a couple? Did he? You don't think he buzzed him at least once?
Nah. I don't think he hurt him in that fight at all. Honestly, what I
I don't
think it
know.
was, what I think it really was
Hmm.
the long layoff plus the struggle of making 147, and then on top of that, you getting touched up in sparring. All
Yep.
that shit, I feel like just a accumulation of all of that was just too much for Spence. And then everybody, why does Spence? Why his fucking eyes look so damn glossy? Like he was just in a whip. Hop
He
off.
always looked like that.
Nah, man, I don't
I
know. That nigga
felt.
looking like man, bro. There's also a clip of Errol Spence that's floating around on TikTok, and it's kind of sad. They showed Errol Spence on like ESPN talking pre-car accident, and he's
Hmm.
talking all well mannered and articulated himself really well. All that, speaking a little faster, all that. Now they play a clip of him talking like the day after the fight, or not day after the fight, the post conference, and he's just like, yeah, I want to do it again and rematch and talking all
Hmm.
slow and shit. It's like, damn, nigga, like what the fuck, bro? Like I get it. He's making a lot of money. He got a lot of heart, but it comes to a point where even Derek James got to sit him down. Like, man, I
Yeah.
noticed that you not looking the way you was looking because Derek James been with him for a long time, bro. You know in your heart if a fighter that you training is not the same. You would know.
Hmm.
You definitely
Facts.
would know. So I feel like Derek James got to sit him down and say, hey man, is this what you really want to do? Because I've noticed, as your trainer, I noticed this. There's nothing wrong with telling the man that. And Errol Spence being the man that he is, I feel like he will understand if Derek James sat him down and told him that. He said, what is
Yeah.
the real Spence? The real Spence is the nigga who didn't get in the fucking car accident, who fought niggas like Lamar Peterson and shit like that, and Bundu and shit.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But them niggas ain't Bud Crawford. But also, I agree with you. Physically, he's not the same fighter. But it is what it is, bro. Like,
You said
this is
fighters never
boxing.
come
Like,
back.
you can't. Boxing is one of those sports where you gotta be 100% in. Because if you're not, especially when you fight the elite of the elite, you will get caught up. This is not a
Exactly.
game.
And I made it a point on the show yesterday. I said it's not like he's getting in shape and he's getting ready to come back to fight a nigga like Keith Thurman or Staniosis. He's coming back to fight the best fighter in the world. What the fuck? So you got to be at the top of your game. Like to see that video of him looking like how he's looking, it's kind of heartbreaking because you would think that he's on some Creed shit on some like nigga. I'm already in shape right now.
Yeah. Do you honestly do you think Earl loves boxing? I think maybe at one point in his career he probably did, but that shit probably died down as he got more money and I think he cares about taking care of his family at this point. But like, do you think he loves this sport like that? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion.
Hold on. Okay, what y'all saying in the conversation? Brother said anything's possible. I do think Errol loves boxing, not being a boxer. I didn't say he was looking the same before the fight, so I can't change my mind. I say, nah, I could because I seen that shit, nigga. You look, nigga. I get it. I get the whole tough. Oh man, I, he said this one thing and he came in the fight. I ain't making excuses. Yeah, you don't have to make excuses. Most definitely, publicly, but you can know in your heart that nigga's not the same. Let's keep it 1,000. You can know that in your heart that nigga was not the same because right when he threw that first jab in the first round, I said, "Oh shit,
I thought he looked okay the first couple rounds.
nah, that shit looking slow as ever, nigga, slow as fuck." And then he throwing these corkscrew ass hooks that ain't doing no damage. I'm like, nah, this ain't the Spence I know. And then Bud hit that nigga with just a 1-2 combination. That nigga Spence was just all over the floor, looking like man. I'm like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it.
Hmm.
This ain't it. But it is what it is. A lot of folks just think that, oh, because he made 147 or a boxer can make a certain weight class, that just means it's it. That's the end all be all. Nah, you can train yourself to make that weight, but it's about performing with that weight cut. That shit's hard because you still feel the effects of that, even if you try to eat some food and try to get your body back to somewhat of a natural weight. Nah, it doesn't work like that after a long periods of time, especially when you're in your 30s. It's just different. Even with Kell Brook tried to drain himself to come back to 147 to fight Bud. Nigga, every punch that Bud threw on that nigga that touched that nigga looked crazy as fuck. Couldn't
Yep.
take much worth a damn.
I
It's not
mean,
about making it's not a
Bud has
weight.
stopped every man. Bud has stopped every man at 147. He's got power on
You
top
think
of the skills.
he gonna stop Boots like that?
I mean, potentially, if Boots get caught with some stupid shit.
Let's make it happen then. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know
But
why. Like
yeah,
when I say
gotta
I
get
want to
that.
see that fight, I know there's a high chance Boots could possibly lose that fight, but it's a chance Bud might get clipped, and I don't know why, but and that's the real reason why. Like,
Bud
look,
looked
you want to
big
know. You
fence.
want to know when a nigga when your fan base don't want to see you fight a certain fighter, they
What?
start talking about business. Oh, it don't make no sense to that. That's when you know niggas is scared of a fighter. Not Bud. I don't think Bud.
Not necessarily all the time, but I get what you're saying because I said that earlier on the show. But it's not what I would say
Mhm.
when they try to say it's business, and then when they preach the business and the business doesn't make any fucking sense. Because how the hell you gonna tell me that Tank versus Barrios is more lucrative than Devin Haney versus Tank, and say the reason why is because Barrios is Mexican? That's like saying I can find anybody from Mexico and say because they're Mexican, they're gonna have a big Mexican fan base that's gonna support them beating Tank. Is gonna spend money on that shit.
Mhm. Yeah.
Say versus Devin at 54 super fight, nigga, hell no. Fuck no. Somebody asked me the other day, what you think about Haney moving up to 147 to fight Boots? I said, nigga, hell no.
You
Fuck
must
that.
be out your damn mind.
Hell no. I want Haney to go to 147 when Boots is out of 147.
Yeah, by the time Devin gets to 147, Boo's gonna be gone.
Boots gonna be out of
Honestly, I don't want Boost to go undisputed because that shit is too difficult. Like you gotta deal with a lot of politics to do that. Like the reason why it was easy for Bud and Devin is Devin got to do it all in one shot. And Charlo, even though he had to do it one at a time, all the opponents were with PBC already, you know? And none of them niggas that he had to fight were, it was easy to make those fights. With Boots, some of these niggas are with
Devin had to
Matchroom and
Devin had to go through the politics to become undisputed. That shit wasn't just
yeah, and
oh,
yeah,
nigga,
that's true.
a whole war in the Ukraine had to come before that nigga can become
That's true, but at least it was only one nigga that had all the belts, so that's the
yeah.
you didn't have to like chase him or nothing, or chase a bunch of people to get to the belts, you know. So that takes time, and it's a lot of bullshit that is
See,
involved.
and then Canelo, he had to master the politics. Niggas be talking about, oh, Canelo had a hard run at undisputed. Cut that shit out because
Well,
this nigga he got two belts in one night because of sanctions. Somebody said, well,
yeah, well,
fight,
Canelo's a
fight.
special because he can literally fight whoever he wants. Ain't nobody gonna turn him down, or they're like, oh, Canelo wants to fight, set that
They
shit up.
they gave Canelo two belts in one night to fight a weight drained fucking Caleb Smith on a fucking
Oh shit!
3 week
Well,
notice.
you preaching to the choir. I mean, you already know Canelo's some bullshit.
That's some
That
bullshit, man.
nigga,
That's some bullshit. So
yeah, bro. Um,
what you think about
Jamal better not lose to no fucking Jose Benavidez,
I was just about to bring that shit up. That shit's crazy. I was just about to say that shit.
cause that motherfucker talking crazy.
Nah, I think Maul about to knock
We
him
we gonna have if he lose to that motherfucker, we gonna have to well, never
We're gonna
mind,
have
bro.
that
We
serious
gonna have to,
dialogue in the Black American community.
well, both of them Charlo twins is suspect. To be being honest, they been suspect, especially you. I ain't forget MAGA Mel.
What?
You remember
But you
him and
know,
his little girlfriend when she was on that Trump syndrome, and which is crazy because she's Mexican, but I don't know.
that's a
Yeah,
whole nother conversation.
yeah, that's a whole different conversation, but yeah,
Hey, that's some funny shit though. That's a whole nother conversation. He said he banned from the hoodie. Hey man, his
not
brother
to
better
mention,
not come around
yeah,
here.
Maul out here getting slapped and he not doing nothing about it. Like
But he has a
crying
chance
on
to redeem himself.
crying during interviews. Like I don't know, bro.
But he has a chance to redeem himself though. Because if he
I'm not
go in,
against Jose.
nah, definitely because he go in there and knock Jose out and then get that fire confidence back to fight Caleb Plant and knock Caleb Plant out, he's back. I don't give a fuck. He's back.
Oh
That's
yeah,
back.
if he does that to Caleb, but I always felt like Maul would struggle with a boxer. I feel like he might struggle with Caleb because like the
He
the type of style that gives Caleb Plant trouble is like a pressure fighter,
man,
and that's not really
that don't
Maul's
that don't
style.
that don't that don't hate me. That don't hate me. If we talking
But
about boxing fundamentals and skills, I think J Rock is a more skilled boxer than Caleb Plant.
yeah, but you talking about prime Maul? That's the issue. This
I'm
nigga
talking
is
about Tom.
this
I'm
nigga
talking
is
about
off a drug addict. Like you talking about a whole different Maul. That's not the same person.
I'm saying when J Rock he was a good fighter when he fought Charlo, and
Yeah, yeah,
Charlo
he
was
was.
a lot
If
of
if
people. A lot of people they only see the highlights of him doing the KO, but they don't realize that J Rock was piecing Charlo up in spots in that fight.
yeah,
Boxing.
but how J Rock and Caleb don't fight the same? Caleb
I
is
feel
like
like I
a
don't know.
pure boxer, like a Devin Haney.
What is J Rock? Because he coming straight out of Philly. He got that Philly orthodox boxing style.
Yeah, but he's not like a back foot fighter like Caleb is. You know, like he's not gonna be on his
He's really
back foot all night
playing
trying to
all that.
and Maul got to close off the ring. Like if that happened, I don't think Maul gonna be able to do because that's not his style. He's
So
not
you
a
saying prime for prime, skill for skill, you picking Plant against J Rock?
no. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, styles make fights. Even if you think J Rock is a more skilled fighter, that doesn't necessarily mean that his style beats Maul as opposed to
But I'm just
Caleb
saying
beats.
you feel like you said
I don't
J
know
Rock.
who's a more skilled fighter. Like J
I'm
Rock was kind
saying
of
I feel like
overrated.
J Rock is a more skilled fighter than Plant. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Yeah, he
But
was, but
I don't feel like at this point in the career, and that's why I feel like I gotta see this Jose Benavidez fight. Yeah, I gotta see this fight because I gotta
I
see
want
what
J
he's looking
Rock.
like.
He ain't got no chin. That's his
You don't
problem.
think Plant got you think Plant got chin?
I think Plant got a chin. I think Plant's tough. I'm
And
not
he
saying J
had
Rock is not tough, but
double.
I'm just saying I think he's a little bit more durable because he took some shit from Canelo and Benavidez and kept trucking. I mean,
Nah,
he eventually got
he was
knocked
almost
out, but
out of there. He was almost out of there in that goddamn
yeah, that's
Benavidez.
true. I feel like the referee helped Caleb Plant against Benavidez, but still,
They said, whoa, we gotta preserve this white boy.
I don't know. I got to see. I've never seen Mel cut off the ring before and just stop a mover. Like
I
most
seen
of the niggas
Mel.
he fights are.
I seen Mel fucking catch a fucking jab with a fucking his shoulder and hit a nigga with an uppercut that sent that nigga into the canvas. I seen that.
Yeah, that was prime. Like after all the drugs, the drinking, and the
He's still,
depression.
bro. To this day,
Man,
if you look
I
at the
don't trust
training,
that nigga,
he still practiced that same move. He still
bro.
practiced that same.
We just discussed this like 15 minutes ago. You cannot half-ass boxing. You can't. That shit is
And I
gonna
feel like
punish you.
that's why he needed 2 years to come back.
Okay, no, you can't take off 2 years and come back the same fighter. It's not happening. I don't care unless you like Floyd Mayweather, but that nigga never leaves the gym anyways,
Uh, and I ain't gonna
and
lie.
he don't drink.
Every time I see Charlo doing an interview,
Yeah, bro,
prior
you
to
gonna
this,
put your trust in that
prior
nigga? Are you crazy? I'm
prior to
not.
this,
You gonna have to
prior to
show
this
me.
video, this nigga Charlo, every time he do a interview, bro, that nigga be looking high as a kite or fucking drunk. His
Yeah,
eyes
bro,
be
he be
red.
looking like a.
Fuck. That nigga,
You remember
that
on
nigga,
Temptations? I know you've seen Temptations. Everybody
of
has.
course, of course.
You remember that scene where David Ruffin was in that crack house
Yeah,
and he was wearing his suit and his hair was all fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what Maul be looking like. I can't trust that nigga, bro. I'm
That's a
sorry. I'm rooting for him. I want him to win, but I'm not putting my trust in him. I don't know what's gonna happen in this fight.
but against
He
who?
might
Against Benavidez or Plant? You saying this about Plant or
both.
Benavidez?
But I don't think he would beat Caleb Plant right now. If they were to fight right now, I would pick Caleb Plant.
Nigga,
Benavidez, I don't know
if,
what's gonna happen.
if he don't beat this one-legged motherfucker after he called this nigga nappy headed hoe, he
Yeah, you
can't come
gotta beat
back.
his ass.
You
That's
can't
what I'm
come back to
saying.
that. What they say, the cookout, he can't come back to that
You
shit.
should have been kicked his ass after that Caleb Plant situation. And honestly, I don't, after if what Caleb Plant said is true, that he put his hands on his face, I don't blame him for slapping him. I would have done the same thing. I think we all would have. So there you go.
His stance always been too wide. He always lunged in, always been off balance, probably because of his stance. Always threw those wide looping shots at anything. His motor was higher.
I mean, I don't think his motor was the issue against Crawford. He was just getting caught. Styles make fights.
You said Jose versus Bud was a draw pre KO, but that's true. I don't know what it was in that fight. Y'all got to think about it though. That was like Bud's like second fight at that weight class. Bud looked hella small in that fight too, or either was Jose Benavidez just that big, and Bud looked
I
small in
think
that fight.
Jose is an under. You got to remember before the gunshot or whatever, Jose was a highly touted fighter. Like people thought he was gonna be the next one. So he's always been talented. It's just that he had issues off the outside the ring.
Well, you heard Charles say, "Nigga, they popped you, nigga. You can't even go back to that hood." I ain't gonna lie. I watched that All Access, nigga. They talking about they training camp is in Seattle, Washington. I said, "What? That don't look like Phoenix, Arizona, man."
Who
But I get it.
the Benavides?
Yeah, you don't want to be around that environment, anyways. So I ain't gonna
No,
sit here
hell no.
try to clown them like that's justifiable to go back to that shit. But if you was involved in the streets, nigga, that is looking crazy. Just saying.
That is true, but it is
Niggas
what
in
it
the
is.
block. Nigga, they shot Terrence Crawford. Crawford still on that block. That ain't the
That
street
nigga
up.
Terrence Crawford drove himself to the hospital.
That's all I'm saying.
That nigga, he's different.
Talking about they
But yeah,
popped you. Charlo, you gotta come back. You gotta knock that nigga out for saying that shit. Because if he go in there and whoop you and
yeah,
talk
that
about
Caleb
that,
Plant, that's gonna be a hell of a promotion if that fight get made. I gotta give Caleb Plant kudos. He know how to promote a fight.
he do. Because now that fight between him and Charlo, if it happens, it will be bigger.
If he was a better fighter, he'd probably be a star by now. It is what it is.
He should have beat Canelo, but he folded. He folded.
Yeah, he did.
Start
And
talking
he
about how
said
nice a fighter
pretty
niggas was.
pretty good for 20. What was he? 20-0 or some shit. 21-0. I don't even know, but yeah,
That
he
is
was looking for that nigga approval.
you in there with a nigga that can literally kill you in the ring if you fucking fuck up.
That's probably why. That's probably why he was looking for mercy or something. Like he trying to get this nigga to, slow down. I don't know. I want to see how Shakur deal with his power. If Shakur just going there and just going like that's gonna tell me something. If he just if he try to like fight this nigga, you know what I mean? Because we all know he could probably outbox him. Like I don't really want to see that. I want to see him beat him up. Just like I know you probably want to see Devin beat a Regis, but that would be foolish for him to try to do that shit. That's you playing a Regis game if you try to do that. Devin should just make it boring, keep it on the outside, and outbox him. You're not an inside fighter.
It's gonna be a it's gonna be a fun ass fucking fight, dog. And you gotta keep a
Regis and
cool state
Devin.
for
Oh
yes,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
sir.
That's gonna be an entertaining fight. I think Regis and Devin gonna be boring.
Bro,
Respectfully,
Regis and Devin gonna be lit, bro.
I
That
don't
shit's gonna
think so.
they
You
gonna bring
didn't.
all the they gonna bring all the niggas from the Bay, all the ladies, you know what I'm saying? They gonna pull up, nigga. It's a party over there. I heard it goes down in the Bay Area. Nigga, Steph Curry and all them niggas gonna be there. E40, Too Short, nigga, Larry June, all them niggas gonna pull up, nigga.
Devin, Steph Curry ain't going to that damn fight. Like maybe if Dev become a little bit bigger and he fight Tank in the future, maybe. But for
Hey,
Regis, nah, I ain't going out to that.
Steph Curry ain't go
The
to that shit.
season, yeah, the season's still going on. Like you got to be a mega fight for him to pop out.
The season's still going on?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
just
even know.
started.
I
You
don't
don't
even
you
know.
don't follow basketball,
Hell no.
huh?
But
Or
ain't they
football.
aren't they hell no. Aren't they fighting at the same venue that they play
The Warriors.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, the Chase
I
Center.
think so. I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You talking about the season? See, here's my thing when it comes to other sports. I don't watch them, but I don't shit on them, and I understand why people. Unless it's the MMA, I understand why people like them. I still kind of know little shit about it when I hear a lot of people talk about it, certain events like
Yeah,
Zion. Since they talk about all his shit and this drama, I know who that is and all that. But I don't just be watching the games and all that. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know. I was just never that dude who just really played basketball like that. I played football though. Definitely did. I played football back in the day, but one time, man, I was in practice, 7th grade. I'll never forget. They had that little drill where they line you up in front of somebody and you gotta run right through them with all your gear on and shit like that. Man, they put this
Yeah,
big
they
man,
outlaw that shit because it's stupid. It's all it does is give you brain damage.
nigga. They
Really,
put
for
this
that's
big ass nigga in front of me, man. They hand me the ball. They said run. I said, I'm thinking, oh yeah,
you can die if you
I'm
if
about,
you not if you don't know what you're doing, you can die from that shit.
I know. So I ran into that nigga, man, bro. Next, I'm looking up like on the floor. I get up, everybody just like, shit, you know how
I,
that shit go, nigga.
I remember.
I went.
Yep, I
My mama
remember.
picked me up that day. I said, "Mama, don't ever bring me back to this shit ever again."
I had that feeling before, but I kept going. My first week of football practice, I thought I was gonna die. Like it was like 90 or 100 degrees. It felt like 100 degrees outside. We was doing suicides, sprints, where I thought I was gonna die, just dehydrated like a
Nah,
motherfucker. But yeah,
real
bro,
shit.
football. But I don't know.
But yeah, I just like boxing because I like boxing because I'm an artist and I see the art in boxing, the punching, the hit and not get hit, the throwing combinations left, right. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Uppercuts and
thinking man sport.
it makes you think, and I like that type of shit. With that team
Yeah.
sport ever, but nigga, really you up in there. Your problem is solved by using your fist, nigga.
This sport ain't really about who's the strongest or even like the most physically gifted. It's really about who's the smartest most of the actually all the time, really. And that's the main reason why I picked Bud to beat Spence. I just think he's a smarter fighter than Earl. And
Yeah.
yeah,
The physicality is the reason why this nigga Bud won as well, nigga. Let's keep it 1,000,
I
nigga.
mean that shit didn't hurt. It looked like
Bro,
he's physically stronger than Earl too.
nigga, I damn near shed a
Shit, if
tear
that's true, then that
when
nigga
I
Earl
see
ain't
that
never had a
fucking
chance if that's
clip.
the case.
I did damn near shed a tear when I see that clip of Errol Spence and Bud with Spence brushed up on fucking Bud, and Bud looks at him and goes, he just pushes that nigga off, and Spence is like, punch, like he go
I'm
damn
not
near go
going.
back to the
Yeah,
ropes. I'm like, oh my god, this nigga is weak as ever right now, and y'all know that nigga is not physically fucking. He wasn't in his physical prime to fight that nigga. He wasn't physically right to fight that nigga, bro. That nigga was looking fucking crazy in there, bro. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. But I ain't making excuses. Bud won the fucking
you are
fight.
though.
And I'm
I'm
giving him,
sorry, but Art, but you are, bro. He just
bro,
not better than Bud.
I'm giving
It
him
is what
credit.
it is.
I do not look at Bud versus Arrow the same way I look at look at Canelo versus Charlo. I don't look at those fights the same. I don't give Canelo credit for that fight. I give Bud 100% credit for that fight because it's not Bud's fault that Spence came into that fight like that. It's not. It's not. But me
Canelo
looking at it
fans kill me with
and
that shit.
me analyzing the fight, I'm looking at it like, yo, you can clearly see that this is not the guy. And it's right. You can say that, even if he would have fought him a while ago, he would have beat him. You can say that. But to say that it wouldn't be a different fight will be a lie.
Speaking of Canelo and his fans, so I don't know why y'all niggas interact with that racist ass bitch, whatever her name is, Liza, on that social media, bro. Y'all know
Bro,
what type of time she on, bro. Like, let's
why
be
y'all
real.
why y'all be taking that shit to heart like that? That's just
Not
funny, bro.
because no, it's not funny because she being dead serious. Like we know you know with every joke there's some type of truth. Like you know what I mean. Like she ain't joking. So I don't know. You
Duh.
take it that it
Of
is.
course. Y'all gotta understand, like, it's no kumbaya in this shit, man. This shit is what it is, bro. It's hella segregated and it's gonna be that. If we just understood that, we'll move further in the sport of boxing. I feel like boxing fans feel like we just gotta respect each other. We don't, because you can't get everybody collectively to respect other groups when it comes to the sport of
Now,
boxing.
no,
Because
I can
pride,
respect.
because pride is so heavy. Yes, when I say, that's why I keep on saying collectively, because as a group, niggas be looking at it like, nah, I don't know. I'm riding with my people. I'm riding with my people regardless.
Okay, but to me, I have a limit with that shit. Like I'm going to ride with my people, but I'm not going to pick them just because in a fight. If I think the other guy is better, I'm gonna pick the other guy. I'm not just I'm picking him because he's black or whatever. Nah, bro, I'm not rocking with that. I can't
Said
do it.
Mikey Garcia looked different versus Spence,
Yeah, because nigga was going up in weight, and not to mention
but
Earl's just a better
trying to
fighter.
be sly. He's trying to be sly with it. Right? He said Canelo looked different versus Floyd. Yeah, the Canelo who fought Floyd, he don't look like the Canelo who's fighting right now. Duh.
I thought he was a
Not,
little bit better
and
back then.
not saying that he would have won, he still would have lost. That's what we saying. But it would
Yeah,
have looked
styles make
different.
fights.
What the
That's a
fuck,
perfect example of styles make fights. My Donna is nowhere near as good as Canelo, but he gave Floyd way more trouble in both fights.
what's his name? The Drunken Master.
Yep.
He
Now
knows.
that back then, that's because
Oh no,
Floyd liked to brawl back then, so that was a little different.
he hit Floyd with like a 3-piece combo. I said, oh shit.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
had
Floyd
power.
Floyd took more risks back then because he liked to fight. He had power, so he can do that.
That's how he got injured early.
Boots is in that era right now. Boots is
But
in his
you
pretty
know,
boy era.
I'm scared for Boots too though, because yeah, he fucking looking magnificent. But nigga, are you relying too much on your super skills at your athleticism, I bet?
We gonna
Because
see.
that smooth criminal Michael Jackson shit he was doing against Villa, nigga, they get a point of time where you start getting a little slower when you do that shit. Or you
Yeah,
might,
but the
you know,
thing, the
miss a
Boots
step.
Boots
It gets
Boots has better fundamentals than Roy Jones. So even if see the thing about Boots is he's more athletic than anybody's ever gonna fight, unless it's some freak ass nigga we don't know about already that's gonna come up. But
bro.
everybody he's gonna
Tell
get
you
in the
right
ring
now,
with, every nigga from 147 to 160 that he could fight, Boots is more athletic than them, including Bud. And
bro.
he's probably more skilled than all of them outside of Bud. I think Bud's a little bit
Every
more skilled than
every
Boots, but
day, this is my
mhm.
saying. Y'all gotta put this. Nobody can steal this. This is what Art Man saying. Every day there is a foundational Black American athlete being born. Seriously,
Mhm.
because you see Boots, there's gonna be another nigga after that, and another nigga after that, and another nigga after that.
Yeah, but the thing
It's
about it
gonna be
though
that,
is it's a lot of dudes that got talent, but did they have the hard work and dedication of a Floyd Mayweather or a Boots
I'm
or
just
even a
talking
Bud
about
Crawford?
skill wise. There's gonna be more and
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
gonna be
Oh, of
another one.
course.
Bro, Floyd Mayweather goaded, but you never know. They might be looking at Boots Ennis as goaded one day.
Yeah, he should look. I told these British dudes, why can't they asked me why can't Boots get any fights, and we went on a whole soliloquy or whatever. But I told them that if Boots was British, that nigga would be a star by now. And I had to give him credit that because over there in the UK, like if you good, they gonna prop you up. They're not you're not gonna be ducked or people actually support you. You know what I mean? So I had to give the British motherfucker some credit, even though they get on my
Nigga,
fucking nerves.
you gotta understand. It's different though. It's different.
Yeah,
It's different because nigga, the UK not even like bigger than fucking Texas. You know what
but
I'm saying?
still, bro, they pop out, and that's not even their number one sport. They still pop out. Look at Boots when
Yeah,
he fought against Via,
because like I
bro. He
said,
could barely
not
fill out that little small ass arena. That's a damn shame for somebody of his talent.
he said he couldn't even sell out.
For a arena that of that size, I think he did sell out, but it's because it was like a 4,000 limit seat or some shit. But still, Boots should be
You
pulling
know what's
out
fucked up?
10,000
I,
plus.
I feel you because I was thinking that too when I was watching that Villa fight. I was watching it and I was thinking to myself, like, man, this guy is like really fucking good. But I'm looking like, ain't there really many people here in the crowd? Really?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. If he was British, if Bud was British, they would have a statue of that nigga in their country. He would, especially
But
if he was white. But either way,
black folks, we got to see you do something, and you got to see your name got to be in there in the news sometimes.
yeah,
This
bro, we
guy
got to we got to support our
Boots,
fighters, bro.
Boots, he be tweet. This is Boots Twitter. Somebody need to take control of his Twitter. This is Boots Twitter. 12 rounds in the bank today. That's one tweet. That's
I
one tweet.
mean, you got to
And
pick your
hold on,
poison, bro.
hold on. Let me
Okay,
finish. Let me finish. That's
okay.
one fourth round. What's their excuse? I mean, around 4 p.m. What's gonna be their excuse now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't tweet for a whole week. Next tweet, just left church today. Good word.
Yep.
That's it. And niggas is like, bro, I get it. I get it. There's nothing wrong with like being that type of man. You don't have to be out here doing all the stupid nigga shit. But boxers forget that sometimes this is the entertainment business as well. So this whole back and forth, Devin Haney, Shakur, nigga, you a bitch, all that shit. Niggas like that shit sometimes because it's interesting, it's funny, and niggas be have the blogs, give them blogs, some talk about something like that.
I disagree with you.
You
And let me
disagree?
tell you why.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you. For Boots, it'll be a little bit easier for him to become a star than even a Devin or a Shakur. Let me tell you why. It all depends on this though. Names. You got to get guys like Tim Zoo, Bud, or Earl Spence in the ring. If you can get them type of niggas in the ring, or even a Keith Thurman, bro. If you and then you look spectacular doing it, bro, you gonna blow up. And not to mention, Boots is an exciting fighter, just like Tank Davis is.
They gonna keep on
That
saying you ain't gonna bring that shit. You gotta understand how you gonna get them type of fights if niggas gonna say you ain't bringing shit to the table.
honestly, bro, if Boots go in there and perform, it won't even matter who he fights. If he go in there and perform and just knock niggas out in the first 2 rounds or 3 rounds, he gonna blow up. Look at Tank. Like if you an exciting fighter, people are gonna want to tune in. Like as good as boxing skills is for Devin and Shakur,
No,
people
that's
don't
right.
really want to see
No, I
that shit,
disagree
bro.
that way
I'm
because
sorry, they don't.
why is Devin a bigger draw than Shakur if you feel like Shakur got all the skills to pay the bills?
I told you why. That and by the way, it's not that much of a gap. If you want, it's not like a huge gap between them two. I
Nigga,
don't think so.
two pay-per-views, zero pay-per-views.
Okay, but the reason why that first fight was on pay per view, and by the way, this fight with Regis should not be on pay per view, but that's my opinion. Uh, the reason why I'm just being real, the both of them niggas is not ticket sellers, but uh, Loma and Devin, when you put that two together, that's a pay per view fight. But so that's why that was pay per view. It's not because of Devin. You can make an argument Loma got more fans than Devin. For real, for real. Yeah,
So why
yeah.
why Loma next fight pay-per-view?
We don't
You
even know
can't
what
make an
Loma's
argument.
next fight
You can't
is.
make an argument. What are you talking about? Because
We don't
Devin
even know
next
his
fight.
next. If he was fighting Shakur, it would have been on pay per view, but he pulled out of that fight. Yeah,
Nah,
that
Dirk.
fight would have been on pay per view.
Why you man fighting on Thursday, bro? We gotta talk about that, nigga. Like I'm thinking, like, oh, I gotta clear my plans for Saturday, and then I
you
thought to
already
myself,
asked that.
nah,
You
that
already
shit.
asked that question, man. I don't know, bro. Look,
Talking
that's
about
top rank. But I'm gonna tell you this: just like Bud Crawford, bro, the cream always rises to the top. So you might be the man now, but when the smoke clears, we're gonna see who left standing.
but Shakur's not like Bud because you know why? Because Bud was
That.
signed to no nigga like Jay Prince who got lifetime deals with that nigga. Your man Shakur is a short. Your man Jay Prince thinking he got a good relationship with Bob Arum, so
He gonna be bigger
Shakur
than
might
Bud. He
he
gonna be
just
bigger
might
than
have
Bud because he got more
to
names to
take
fight.
that home.
Yeah.
He
Shakur gonna
might
be
just have
bigger
to
than
make
Bud
that.
because he got more names to fight and he's more out there. He puts himself out there. Love her or hate it, but Shakur puts himself out there. So and he's active in the media. He's a little bit paranoid too, because he like to respond to every motherfucker on Twitter. He shouldn't be doing that shit. But I'll probably be the same way, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But look, bro, y'all Devin Haney fans, y'all putting too much in the basket, bro. Y'all gonna be devastated when Shakur watch this nigga. Be real, yeah. You thought the Earl Spence ass whooping was bad, bro. This nigga Shakur gonna do Devin dirty. I promise you. I put
Yeah,
that on
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Like you can't even say this nigga got to punch his chance because he can't punch worth a worth a lick. So he really don't got a chance whatsoever. I'm gonna be real with you.
He don't.
He don't at all. 0%.
0%, you say?
0%. Devin in Africa, that's 50-50. Devin versus Keyshawn, I think Keyshawn beat his ass. He ate that shit too.
Hey,
He ate that motherfucker, bro. That was delicious. Give me more.
he ate that shit, huh?
Yeah, he did. He didn't wobble or nothing.
Look at that. Look at that, y'all.
You should play the you
Nigga,
should
stop
play the
playing. Man, y'all be making it seem like this nigga can't get touched. Bro, Devin will beat this nigga Shakur ass at
No, he
140.
won't.
Yes, he will. You
I
know why?
promise you he won't.
Because Shakur, he used to go like this. This is Shakur's game plan. He goes into a fight, catch nigga shots, throw a little punch back. And when he know that you
Yeah,
can't punch,
okay.
you can't hurt him, he gonna throw a couple combinations on you, and he just gonna walk you down until they either stop it from just the fighter not throwing anything back, or it's gonna go to the fucking decision. If he goes in there who's throwing the fucking jab, if he's going there with somebody who's throwing the fucking jab at him, mixing them up, throwing counter left hooks when he throws his punch, he's gonna lose.
I
Because
gotta
he's not
give him
even
credit though.
if he doesn't try to throw enough punches, he's gonna lose on the card. His niggas gonna be like, well, that nigga got
No,
robbed.
bro,
Got
because
robbed.
Devin is not walking down Shakur. It's gonna be the other way around. So Devin better be on the back foot because you're not fucking
Nigga,
with Shakur
did
on
you
the
not see
inside.
that of Shakur trying to back up and Devin said, huh, huh, huh.
Bro, first
What
of
the
all,
fuck
both of
was
them
that
niggas
look?
are not the same fighters they were back
Flush.
then. Shakur
Flush.
is a lot bigger man than he was back then.
Devin is
He's
a
a lot
lot better
stronger
fighter.
now.
Shakur was old. Shakur is older than this nigga, and he was letting that young nigga
So
piece him up.
what? By a year?
He was letting that young nigga piece him up like that. And now this nigga
And,
is older now.
and
With more
you know us men, a nigga can be a
look,
year younger, a year younger than you. He can
bro.
still be bigger than you
I
and
know.
stronger than
I,
you.
I, I understand. I understand that. Most
Come on
definitely.
now, you know that.
You're
Yeah,
100%
it's
right.
not like it was like a
But
10-year difference.
let's talk about on boxing terms then.
Okay.
Nigga, you went through the amateur systems, all that shit, and all that nigga fought for the Olympics, signed with ESPN, and now this nigga who had to get it out of Guadalajara, Mexico, and shit like that, who ain't never had it like that, went up in there fighting pros and shit early. He's on a higher level than you.
You're
You
not
know,
on a higher level.
bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Devin fights like a pro. Shakur fights like an amateur.
No, he
Like
don't.
he's still in the fucking
Bro, I
amateurs.
can't wait for Thursday, bro. This is ridiculous.
He still fights like he's in the amateurs, bro.
No, he
Complaining,
don't. Now,
complaining,
you know who does
complaining to
fight
the
like an
refs,
amateur?
complaining to the
What's that?
refs.
What's that Cuban nigga that Keyshawn lost to in the pros? I mean, the amateurs.
Andy Cruz.
Uh, Andy, yeah, he kind of fight low key like an amateur a little bit. He a point fighter. Shakur been trying to stop people the last 3 fights. He's not a point fighter.
Mm, I don't know, but you could say overall he's been fighting amateurish.
Also, Shakur, you're not gonna like, but you're not gonna like this, but Shakur is a more exciting fighter than Devin, especially
And
the last 3 fights.
you know why it don't matter? Because Devin, he knows how to win. He knows
Shakur know
how
how
to
to win too.
he knows how to win a fight. And that's why niggas is mad. Damn, how that nigga win? I mean, the body shots was niggas. Man, he had your man. Shakur supposed to be this super IQ boxer. Why your man Shakur had to go back and watch the clip and say, "All right, man, I don't know, man. I
Art,
gotta go to
art.
fight."
If
Why you ain't
if
seeing it in real time, Mister
if
IQ,
if
best
you
fighter
want
in
your
the
man to be a pay-per-view regular, he better not go in there against Regis
You see, see
and
how
just
you see how the
and
Shakur fans just skip over that?
what?
Why you want to address it? So if Shakur's a
Mhm.
super IQ, skillful boxer, why he had to rewatch the film and fucking say, man, I don't know, I gotta rescore the fight and all that shit after jumping in the
Because
ring
man, come on, that's an
and
easy
lying,
ass answer to that.
lying. What's the easy?
It's an easy ass rebuttal to that because when you watch a fight up close, it's not the same as when you watch it on TV. That's why
It's not because he's
you
a
don't get to see certain shit when you standing right there as opposed to when you see it on TV. You get a better look. That's why.
since
Come on
Shakur
now.
that's left as athletic as Bud. Come on, Dirt.
I didn't say he
Come
was.
on, Dirt.
I didn't say he was, but he does
What
certain things better
what
than
is
Bud.
Shakur better than Devin? What?
Everything.
Jab? No.
Not a jab, but he got better defense than Devin. Yes, he do. You know
You
he
know why?
do.
You know why you think he has better defense than Devin? Because he's actually engaging with fighters. Your boy
Man,
Shakur.
get the fuck out
Your
of here.
boy
What do you
Shakur.
think Shakur was doing the last couple
If
fights?
he felt a little African man power and start fucking crumbling, oh
That
man,
was 5 fights ago. Let's bring
that
up some
nigga got
recent
on this
shit.
bike. Oh Lord, after feeling a little man, bro.
Okay,
He
let's
got
talk about Devin on his bike against Cambosis of all people. He ain't even got no power.
what you mean on this bike? In what fight?
that first fight against Cambosa, he
Nigga,
played it
on the
safe.
first fight, he showed you he's so skilled. He could beat that nigga with one hand. What are we
Man,
saying?
get the fuck out of here. He could have walked that nigga down if he wanted to. Why didn't he do it? Is he scared of Cambosis?
He did it in the second fight. What are you talking about?
He treated Cambosis like he was
Exactly.
Tank Davis,
Yeah, in the second fight, he was popping his ass. That's why your man
and he couldn't stop him.
Cambosis was saying, "Damn, that nigga almost stopped me in the 10th round out his own mouth." He
Shakur would have stopped him.
probably,
There
but
you
then
go.
who knows? Who knows the
So
percentage?
let me get this right. I got
The
better
box,
defense than you.
box
I'm
rec,
a
the
better
box.
finisher than you.
No,
Well,
the
what
box
are we
rec
talking
percentage.
about?
Box rec percentage say that nigga our fucking knockout ratio damn near the same. So what we talking
Man,
about here?
bro, I can't
Exactly.
wait for that fight. I can't wait for that fight, bro. I'm gonna be talking my shit. You best
You
believe.
you know why you
And
can't
I
wait?
hope niggas don't disappear either.
Look. You know why you can't wait for that fight? Because we
Why?
had to wait for that fight because your man's he didn't want to accept the fight because he knows it's worth it.
Man, he won't.
Because
Devin won't go
like
take
a
that shit.
strong, independent woman, he knows his worth.
uh,
Man, they talking about 8 million, bro. He could have been fighting this nigga, bro.
stop.
They're about,
Stop it.
they're about,
Stop
they're
it.
about to
No,
they're
I
8
can't
million
believe you
fighting
just said
fucking.
that shit. I thought you were smarter than that. There is no way
Man,
you think they offer Shakur $8 million. No way.
I mean, I wouldn't have that number if Shakur's team didn't say it, right? I
Because
mean,
that I don't
and
know.
nobody
Shakur
clarified
already
and said
addressed
we'll
that. They
pay.
don't know who that nigga is, and he don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck he talking about.
yeah. Now nobody
Because
knows.
if they offered Devin Shakur $8 million, that means they offered Dev like 20+ million dollars, and both of them niggas is not worth that. Let's be 100%. That's Canelo type money.
Actions speak louder than words, bro. Where I'm from, actions speak louder than words. If
Yeah,
Shakur
well, when
thought
that
he
when that
would,
fight does
if
happen,
he,
and it will
like he said,
happen.
if he thought he would have washed Devin, he would have took that fight easy,
Yeah,
easy
watch
peasy.
watch watch when Shakur get through
And that's
135
why,
to 140.
that's why I got the topic of this video today. Why hasn't Tank fans fucking pushed Tank to fight Devin if he's so easy, bro?
Who?
It's not adding up.
I can't speak for Tank. Like that motherfucker. He moving funny. So it is what it is over there.
Antonio Leonard's son, 8 million on the Boxing Voice. The video is on their page.
Antonio Leonard's an idiot. And if you believe that they offer him 8 million, you don't know shit. Straight up.
But he was talking facts though. He said, man. He said,
That
man.
nigga, that nigga's he's a
He said,
nobody. He
he said
just
we'll make
because you
more.
friends with Shakur don't mean you part of his team.
He said we'll make more money if we fight next year. Type shit.
Come on, man.
I
Like,
get. Hey, I get it, hustler. But just
bro,
say that.
like if you like Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, I can see why they'll probably offer that kind of money to both of them fighters. But both of them niggas is not them too. They don't sell tickets like that, and they're not draws. Nobody knows them. Let's keep it a buck. And I love Shakur, but him and Devin are not stars. That you're not gonna get no 8 million purse. You're gonna lose your money. Because that fight will probably do 200,000 at most on pay per view right now. So how you gonna get your money back when you give them niggas an $8 million purse and Devin a 20+ million dollar purse if it's 75%?
Who said that Devin will get 20?
Do
Devin
the
got like
math.
12.
Do the
He get
math.
30.
Do the math. If it's 25% and Shakur gets 8 million, that means Devin is gonna get around 20+ million.
Who knows?
That's ridiculous, bro. They're not gonna give that nigga that kind of money.
Why Shakur can't take a pay cut to fight that nigga?
Why should I take a pay cut? Like, even if I know I can beat your ass, I want to be paid accordingly. Art, if you let's say for your art, a nigga's trying to like bullshit you and give you you're less than what you usually charge for your best work. Even if you what's the word I'm looking for? Even if you know you could do it, why would you do it when you know you're worth more than that? You can still do it, but what do you get out of it? Yeah, you want to fight. That's cool,
Let me
but
use an example of what happened in real time. So there was a boxer that I was rocking with, right? And
Frank Martin. Yep, it's Frank Martin.
never mind. Never mind. I ain't even have to, I don't even know where I don't even know, man.
Frank
Anyways,
Martin, but the difference with Frank Martin is
who
he
do you
got
think
paid the most
Tank
money he
fight?
was ever offered. That's the
Who do you
difference.
think is who do you think Tank fighting next?
He should be fighting.
Frank
I would
Martin.
like to see him fight Zepeda. That'd be a good fight.
Real
Or
realistically, that's on the BBC side.
Teofimo. If
Realistically,
not Teo,
on the BBC side, who do you think he's gonna fight?
I don't know. Probably Isaac Cruz again.
Or Frank Martin?
Yeah, why not Frank Martin?
I think I feel like that would be the perfect fights to set up a Tank versus Haney fight. Tank versus Frank Martin and Haney versus Regis.
Man,
And
I'll be surprised if Tank took that fight.
they can meet at a catch weight of 138.
They
With
got that nigga
rehydration
under a bubble wrap.
140. What?
They got that nigga under bubble wrap. Tank.
They talking about he was in jail. Like that nigga was doing fucking 20 years in that bitch.
Yeah, bro, it's time to fight somebody.
Yeah.
For all you Tank fans out there, it's time to fight somebody for real.
Definitely. But hey, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go get me some food, man.
All right, bro.
Y'all stay safe, man. We gonna do this boxing shit again.
All right, bet.
ArtmanApparel.com, best merch in boxing.